My goalie's tasting great after a week sitting here in my
Yeah,
office.
I know these clothes. I've been wearing them all week. It's so nice.
I was only managed to change my hat because my hair was dirty and I needed to.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
For a whole new week. Hi, Rob.
Andrew Bauman.
Good to see you.
You get a haircut?
Before I left for Philly, yeah.
Philadelphia. Well,
Oh, speaking of,
yeah.
how ironic.
There it is on the screen. If you're
Yeah.
watching the video. If you're not, we'll try to do a better paint a picture than we did probably for the Korea episode. I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted people to know like what it's like to not necessarily focus on going to breweries, but what that's all about. In Philadelphia, that's its whole. That's a whole new
Hey,
thing.
everybody. Welcome to the Arizona Beer Frontier, a podcast.
Not about beer, but not about. It's about beer, but it's not a beer podcast.
Right.
Right.
I like how you broke it down like that. That was
Yeah.
great. That was great.
I did it backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were in Philadelphia for the Craft Brewers Conference.
Right. We that was a week ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Time is so fast.
Yeah. I think I needed a recovery after all my travels. I think you were doing stuff because I didn't. We texted, but not as much as we normally do. And
I didn't do a ton. So you got there Saturday. I didn't get there till Monday.
yeah.
And it was after the guild meeting and the keynote speech. But here's kind of the problem.
Yeah.
One of the big things about this year's Craft Brewers Conference was that they were cutting it down by a day.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't understand that day that they were cutting it down, instead of having the keynote in the morning on one of the days,
Yeah.
they kicked it back to that
Afternoon.
we cut it out day. So that was not like a real day.
Yeah.
And I didn't really, I guess, pay enough attention to see that's what happened. And then they scheduled a guild meeting even before that, and I was completely out of luck. I tried getting in here a day earlier by changing my flight. Unfortunately, because it's not the same calendar date, they don't let you do that. If it's the same calendar date, do any flight you want.
Right.
But if it's a different calendar date, it
Yeah.
doesn't count. Even though I wanted an 11:38 p.m. flight,
Right.
and my flight was at 5. Look, it's less than
Less than
6
24
hours.
Yeah.
Less than 6 hours and 24 hours. It just didn't work out like that. There's rules. I get it.
Yeah. And
They have to make money. They don't want to.
I booked it a while back, but also understanding that had things gone differently, either good or bad in Korea, I could have stayed another week. And I built in I might. The flight, obviously, my situation is I have a lot more flexibility with that, but the hotel and the conference fee, I just said it's a sunk cost. If I don't make it, that's on me. I understand. Like if I want to do these aggressive trips and pack it all in, I get it. I roll the
Be
dice.
ready, yeah, and be ready for some disappointment, I guess.
Right. And so, as it turns out, the week was about right. I really wish I could have spent more time, but nevertheless, I'm glad I was able to. I scheduled the extra day in because I thought, well, I'm going to have to recover. Might as well be there. Simply because I wasn't obligated to go any of the morning stuff.
Sure.
And most of the stuff that I wanted is the camaraderie afterwards. And
Right.
But I got in a 5 o'clock flight again, so I got in at 11 or something like that. I was able to check into my hotel at noon, which
Airbnb, not so much an option.
No, it can be, but a lot of times though, in London, they were pretty much gonna charge me a couple $100.
Oh, well, here they wanted to charge me $70 to check in at 2 instead of 4.
Yeah, that's not
I was like, I'll just roll my bag around. That's
right.
fine.
Well, so I went with just the 35-liter backpack because I thought I had fully anticipated of wandering around and so on the bad side, because I rolled the dice and I said I want to see if I could check in. because like part of the plan was like, well, I'll roll, I'll do the rocky stairs, I'll do all that stuff outside of our zone of the conference, and I just checked in and like out. I have not. I've slept more in my clothes at this conference and my shoes than any other conference I've been to. Although I have done that in the past. I'm
Sure.
But I got
Nashville existed.
I got part of it was I didn't bring my full complement of long cords. I plug in and like the cord's only this long. So I'm just gonna plug in and charge and just and I'm like out. So the first day I checked in, I slept till like 5 or 6, and nobody was there. I think maybe Stephanie.
Yeah, she was there.
But I also didn't tell anyone I was going except for you and Paul. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I did that, but it was cool to sort of keep that disguised for a while. Because we had all these things planned, and I told Paul, like, get me the extra ticket, get me this. Don't tell anyone. You were part of that conversation. Mm-hmm. And it was good. I crashed out. And then I don't know what time zone I was on. And I went to all the dive bars that I had picked out of note.
Yeah.
Closed it. Went to Pat's. I know everyone's
Sure.
like, oh, Pat's is your steak place.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Pat, Angelo's, or Gino's.
Yeah. Well, Gino's and Pat's are directly across from each other, and they've been the de facto thing for many years. But we can't let that alone. We have to say, oh no, those are tourist places now. They're garbage.
I mean, I had Gino's at the airport.
Yeah. So
I don't care. It was awesome.
So, but I mean, like, I don't think you're a tourist at 3 a.m. So.
Yeah. So that doesn't count.
No, I mean, like, they're open 24 hours. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not Angelo's, which I tried to go to, not as expansive with the hours.
Okay.
So.
It's a little small shop, right?
Yeah, but it is a Michelin. What do they call it? Just it's recognized or whatever. I had a lot of that in Korea too. Like, oh, it's Michelin. It's like I don't have the time or whatever. Like that's that's some other trip. That's a trip that I'm jonesing for, is just to do that
In Philly.
There's definitely Michelin recognized places.
Oh, sure.
But the Angelo's is for cheesesteak.
Here's the thing for me. I wish I, in some of these cases, had a car to explore farther environs from where I was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a very robust public transit, especially trains.
Yeah.
But learning how that works is rough. And then...
It can be, yeah.
I don't know, man. Where we stayed, not a super fan. I wish I could have gone to other parts of Philly that I'm sure are a lot more cool.
Well, for a change, I stayed in a hotel that was like literally across the street from the conference, which definitely was a benefit because I was sleeping a lot during this trip. But I landed, closed bars, went to those places. I went to a couple dive bars. Dive bars in Philly, you should have cash.
Cash.
Not every place takes credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got used to this in UK, and this is a cash thing too. It's like pay as you go, and you can get out of there anytime you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for anybody.
Right.
So there's that. Some dive bars allow smoking. Apparently there's a fine that they just absorb. I went to 2 bars that smoking.
Wow.
And so I know we've had this debate about dive bars, but let me tell you, because I haven't been in a bar that you could smoke in since it was outlawed almost everywhere across America. Maybe
early 90s.
Not even the Elks allow smoking. Like there are some clubs that do.
Yeah.
But there is a sadness to those bars. There's a quietness to a lot of those bars, and like that is it's like literally night and day. Like I was trying to explain, you know how like cinematically, if it's shot in Mexico, it has this amber look, like it's very brown in a lot of these places, like nicotine lensed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went to a couple of those places. Ray's Birthday Bar. Friendly's was the smoking bar where the only joy on the TV was a documentary about Sarajevo and the war. And there was a cigarette machine, and 2 out of 3 of the butts at the bar. I'm not going to show that picture. But there's a picture of people sitting at the bar. I saw in the
Just sitting at the bar smoking.
yeah.
I can't even
In the middle, there's this
conceive of
macrame rug of the Liberty Bell, which is, got a white background, which is just like you probably just wring the nicotine out of. I say this because, do you remember Newman's downtown in Phoenix? It was a cocktail bar, but it was like a dive bar forever.
Downtown Phoenix?
Downtown Phoenix. I think it might be next to or was where the Cornish pasty is downtown.
Okay.
So in that neighborhood, they took down when they closed. My friend Paul Allen, Tom's brother, bought the shirt off the wall, the Newman's T-shirt, and when they took it down, there was a ring where the T-shirt was. He says to this day, he cannot get the yellow out of.
It's so great.
Yeah,
it's the authenticity, bud. So
yeah,
that's why you bought it.
Third thing that I didn't realize, I went to a dive bar. It was Lotus Rendezvous, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's 11:30, and that person has a bowl of French onion soup. And I said, "Is it good?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." So I got a bowl of soup.
Good.
It was good. It was better than. It was the best bowl of soup I had in I would say, moving forward in the next 2 days, because I did get some at Iron Hill. Had French onion soup.
Yeah.
I went back and got another bowl with Shawnee, because Shawnee from Colorado Guild, she's like, they have French onion soup. I want to go. Let's go. And I'm like, I don't know. It was 11:30. I don't. It was we were there at midnight. She's
Iron Hill. That was a weird situation.
Yeah, but they still sold French onion soup till 1 a.m.
Oh.
And then I had some here because I know Bandersnatch has it. I'm going to tell you, Lotus Rendezvous was better. But Iron Hill, yes, please. Tell us about Iron Hill.
So Iron Hill closed.
Yes.
They suddenly closed.
It's a chain of several
I think
award-winning.
7.
Award-winning.
Yeah.
They would run the table on.
They would.
Even just recently as a couple of years ago, they had 2 or 3 medals, right? I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then they just closed one day, all of them, and it shocked the industry. And then 2 weeks before Craft Brewers Conference, they opened back up.
Right. Yeah.
It was what a money grab.
That's what.
Eeks.
I had some of the beer.
It was you're gonna like that.
What? All right. Should we? We won't.
No.
Well, we still have this Korean beer left.
That's what I figured you were gonna have.
Oh.
That's why I didn't mention anything, because I figured you're just gonna drink those. I'll drink this. It's fine, but I don't want to put you through that.
Date check.
Recent. Very recent. Still within code.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
What were we talking about?
We're in Iron Hill.
Yeah. So they had. I mean, did they have beer in the tanks? The beer I had
They
was
were brewing.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I guess if they knew they were going to open for CBC, I guess they could have. If they were planning on reopening, the question is, were they just reopening for that?
That's the question. That's
the
kind
question.
of how I feel.
Yeah, we got
Their staff was all brand new. They were super nice, but
yeah, we got some of the inside scoop, and we shouldn't necessarily talk about why, but yeah, there were a lot of people that were let go suddenly. There was no announcement, and yours seemed to imply that a lot of those people weren't asked back because it was all new staff. Yeah, these were.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
yeah. All right. Well, it's yeah. So.
Hey, look, if you close a restaurant and it's closed for a couple months, all the point of sale systems coming out,
right.
They're having to get new POSs just to open back up.
Right.
That stuff's gone.
Right.
I don't know, man.
It is
complicated. Anyways,
it was one of the closest breweries to the conference.
We went there after the awards.
Yeah. Why does this not want to keep streaming? It's like,
it
you're
keeps
done now.
timing
You're
out. It's
done.
weird.
Yeah, I mean, for
So-
another video, we have.
In the background here, we've got a stream of pictures that we took while we were in Philly.
Yeah, I know.
John Coltrane.
Yeah, that was on the Walk of fame.
Music fame.
Yeah. And the last night that I just recognized that I'm like, I better take a few pictures of these. John Coltrane, yeah.
Well, we went there, and then we just kind of rolled around town, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not slideshowing. Sorry, technical difficulties. There we go.
And
like, just
it
do the
started
one.
at the beginning again. That's
Well, I
fine.
mean-
Oh, you stopped it now. It's never going to go again.
Really? Is that my intervention stops the slideshow? Is that?
Uh-huh.
And I can't. Oh, I can.
Manually slideshow it? Don't do that.
No, I won't. That's just a picture of me in
Yeah,
a police car, which
in a
is
police
something
car.
I do. There's Angela's Pizzeria, and this would be at 3:30 or so in the morning as I was walking back from Gino's and Pat's. So I came back around close to there and like with the intent of picking up, but like there were people that were smarter than me and had already stood in line ahead of their opening. So I'm like, I'm not smart enough for this. But there's Pat's. But what we were talking about Iron Hill and yeah, whatever. Like
Anything we say is conjecture, so we don't know.
right. It was a place to land after Barrio had won a medal. We wanted to have a beer with them.
And Pedalas.
Well, but
They
we
weren't
with
there,
them.
but yeah.
Well, Doc was there, but he wasn't at the awards. Is that my
I think he
understanding?
left.
Yes.
He had already departed.
Right. That's his MO. He does that.
Yeah.
And he's well within his rights, especially by himself. If he's
He was there to judge beer.
yeah.
And then he stayed a couple extra days, and he was like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Oh.
I didn't see a lot of folks
Oh, dang.
because I was only in my little sleep cycle and going out and you know I did go to some of the guild things.
All right. Cool. Then we went to, what was that bar we went to afterwards?
I was asleep. I don't know. We went to is that when we went to Oscars? Oscars? No,
Could be.
that was a dive bar.
That was fun.
Let's just start from the time that we reunited and we went
Pat's
to
King of Steaks.
Inventor,
Originator. Do they ever like have literal fights?
that's me. Look, I look so tired.
You kind of look tired.
But we went to a baseball game.
You did.
Oh, you didn't go? That's right. Ah,
I was a day late.
yeah. So we went. It was fucking cold. and raining.
Everyone is bundled up, hats. Oh yeah, it was like that night it got down to below freezing.
Yeah. I don't even know the Phillies. No, the Phillies like rallied and then they got bested. They got swept by the Braves, which made Joseph very happy. You recognize that character there?
No.
YCH Hops,
Oh, Luke?
the South African. Yes.
Yeah. Luke, the most handsome man in hops.
So this is the day after I went out and, and I didn't interface with anybody, but I met Paul. We went to Copycat. That's when we were close to Angelo's. We just kind of made our way south. We went to a place. We went through that Italian market, which if you've seen the movie Rocky, he runs down this street and there's all these produce vendors. So I think I sent you a picture in the middle of the night of a butcher that had a neon sign that said turkey and chicken parts, among other things. Like
I just said
We're just
that's
not-
all I wanted when I went to
we're just
Philly's,
not moving
turkey and
enough
chicken parts.
turkey chicken parts. We need an
We need a
advertising
neon.
campaign. How about a neon? And it's like, in the beer industry, you're a retailer. Like you're not buying your own neons. Like a brewery is spending money on you, right? Like who buys their own neon for turkey and chicken parts? I don't have that on the slide, unfortunately.
Oh man.
I'll put it. I'll put it in the podcast if you're
Great.
if you're watching. I think the problem is my.
Is there a hole punched in the side of that can so you
It
can
looks that
shotgun
way.
it?
It looks that way.
You guys shotgunning beers?
I did not shotgun a beer.
Okay.
But yeah, it was cold. It was very cold.
I brought all my cold weather gear, and I honestly only needed it one day.
Yeah, well, it rained on me.
Wait,
more
go
than
back
you.
to that last picture. That is not what it looks like in a Korean baseball game.
This is not Korea.
I know.
This is
Also, the
Why is there
stadium
nobody there?
Is the stadium twice as big in
It is.
the U.S. compared to
Oh
Korea?
yeah.
Okay.
The Korean baseball stadium that I was in is Jamsil, and that's the largest, and it homes two teams, the Dosan Bears and the LG Twins.
And it seats
I don't know.
20,000.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but
That sounds
they're
about
a
right.
shit ton louder than Philly fans.
Yeah.
Although the Philly fans are interesting because
As fans go, they're
they
pretty
left
loud.
they left men on base and they just started booing. I'm like, are they booing the other team for playing well or their own players or like
They're booing their own players.
yeah, I
Have
know,
you been
but
to
like
Philly?
it was the end of the inning and like this isn't really going to do anything. It's like they're not going to go, we'll do better next inning.
They're sharing their discontent.
Yeah, so Justin, who, he has gone to all 30 baseball stadiums. He said,
Right.
I want to go and tailgate because I saw tailgating. So he look at that. That's a cooler full of beer.
Yeah.
Mostly because he drove. And then Paul brought some beers because he also drove. But he schlepped, a bag of beers the whole afternoon. Like, I didn't bring any beer.
Yeah.
I didn't even have
You don't check bags, so you couldn't.
No.
And you weren't driving.
But he also bought a bunch of hoagies. And which brings me back to the Pat, Gino's, Angelo's. I had one other one. John's? I don't know. Pat? No, I don't know. I had another place of note. I'll remember when I go through. But like Justin, who's the deputy director for the Ohio Craft Brewers Guild Association. I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, I used to work at a Philly place, and he's like, it's all the same stuff. The difference maker is the bread. And yes, if you're doing the volume that Pat's and Gino's and you got airport locations, the bread is not going to be the same. So he bought these hoagies, and it's the bread that I just crave. It's like crusty, but also soft. A lot of those cheesesteaks was, like it was
Mostly
good tasting.
soft everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things that it's not going to scale, right? Mm-hmm. And so he had these hoagies, and they were amazing. And I don't know when he got them, and they held up because of that, right? And do you remember Las Vegas? Did you go with me to the Italian sandwich place? What was supposed to be the world's greatest sandwich?
No, that's when I was playing disc golf.
Oh, that's right. I left to go to that.
Yes.
Yes, to meet with and I drove your car.
Yes.
Your car that is no longer, by the way.
That car has been sent off to retirement.
And the luggage rack and container
is in my garage.
Oh.
My parents are getting me crossbars for the new car for my birthday.
It survives. I remember borrowing your car to get there, and then coming back to the hotel, and it was just scraping every one of the underground or the above ground parking structure. I'm like, oh, and I got there, and I'm like, that's when I went to the sandwich place because I'm like, I need
Yes.
a bunch of people to get in the car, so
Yes.
it goes down a little bit, or I'm gonna have to let the air up.
And then
because I can't take the stress.
And then I had to leave. Anyways.
Yeah, no. So that was a CBC where I was walking around with a sandwich, or I had it in my room, and I'm like, every night I'm like, a couple bites. It was like Homer and the
Yeah.
sandwich. That's what Justin did. He's like, I got a bunch of these for our Airbnb. I'm going to eat these every night. Like, okay, man. That's
And he got them in Philly.
Yeah.
But we don't know where.
He knows where. I don't know. It's a chain, but it was good.
Cool.
This is us in the car. That's one of Paul's board members there. So we've got Justin, Paul Leone from the New York State Brewers Association, who got me I sent him a shirt. He got me a guild shirt. So I'm very happy about that. I'm supposed to get one from Florida too.
I love this.
I put it out. Where are we here?
Oh, did I ever tell the story about our friends from out-of-state guilds mailing me stickers?
No.
I put in Slack, hey, I need more guild
Right.
stickers. And I got them in the mail from people,
Yeah.
which was amazing. Like, the excitement of, as a child, going out to the mailbox
Right.
and something's in there for you.
Yeah.
And, with a card, Meg from Texas sent me a bunch with a little card. That was so cute.
Well, this is funny because as you see on the picture, is another pothos plant. This was Cartesian Brewing Company, and I put the sticker on the pot, and so I'm starting now, and I have mapped a bunch, and I will someday release the photos and the mapping thing. And to answer your question, I think you asked last week was, do I have a website? I'm like, I have a website, but I don't have anything going
It's
on
not
there.
fleshed out yet.
So yeah, I have a sticker.
I'm gonna need a few of those.
I have a sticker. Well, you got to put it on a place. You can't
Yeah.
just put it anywhere.
No, of course.
Well, I'll give you this one for now, but I have some cards that I'm going to send to Korea and London because I really didn't give them the full kit as I build it. But this is Cartesian, and again, I was like kind of like worried that I wasn't going to find a place, and then once it's off your shoulders, and then it's like, oh, I've been here for a while. Oh, there's one. Cool. And off the top of my head, Cartesian, Human Robot, and one other place.
Man, people love Human Robot. I tell you what.
Amazing lagers.
Mm-hmm.
This is Cartesian. They had a kind of a pizza thing that happened over the weekend, so it was packed. And I bought Geno's on the walk.
Geno's, yeah.
But very good beer, kind of fun. And because I saw they had like a pizza game, like, all right, man, I got to eat this on I had to eat this on the sidewalk. All right, so that was fine. I was gonna walk in, and just impose my sandwich on these people. The pizzas look great. You know what? A thing I didn't get, which is more of a Jersey thing, is a tomato pie, which is a cheeseless pizza. I don't know. It's a thing.
They have Pilsner, pizza Pilsner.
Yeah, I don't remember if I even tried that. They just use the dough. It's not the...
When we flew back, we went to 100 Mile.
Yeah.
Because, man, I was hungry. I ate an entire hoagie, an entire Philly in the airport, but that 5-hour flight plus another hour and a half of waiting around.
Right.
I was starving. We went to 100 Mile, and we got pizza.
Pizza.
Which is the collaboration with Spinatos
Right.
and 100 Mile.
So,
Pizza.
So I grew up in Milwaukee, and there were a lot of Slavic, second generation, right? You don't know what pichka is
Pichka.
in the Slavic language.
Uh-oh. It's not peach flavored beer.
No. Well, it shares a thing with peaches, if you know what I mean. It's the female body part. Pichka.
Oh. Neat.
Yeah, I might be saying that wrong, but I think it's pichka. Pichka.
Okay.
Because you eat a lot of pizza in high school, and it comes up a lot when you're at a high school with a lot of...
Especially in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I know, I've been there.
Man, this thing I got to change the lock settings on this. Let's see where we go here. But yeah, human robot. Actually, the guy that does the Instagrams on the industry, Beer Cruncher. His name is
Dave?
Dave.
No,
not Dave. The guy that does the Beer Crunchers.
Yes.
He was talking about his experience at Human Robot, and he's like, if you look at most places that's IP heavy, this is the opposite. And I don't know if I have a picture of their menu, but they had...
I met him when I was in... I ran into him. Obviously, I'd met him before, and I knew him, and I love what he does.
Yeah.
And now I can't remember his name. Why'd you put a camera on me? I remember if it wasn't
He's
for
the
that.
Beer Cruncher guy.
Yeah, Beer Cruncher. Yeah.
It'll come to us.
Rabbit Foot.
This is why we need a show producer. This is why we need somebody on the internet yelling out the name.
It's embarrassing.
Where is that? So they
Oh,
had...
that's the AI conference.
Oh. At Human Robot, they had a...
I was standing right here.
They had a Pilsner with Aramis hops.
Oh, that's my picture.
Aramis hops are like a French,
Yeah.
right? It's delicious. And, now I want more, right?
A French Pilsner with Aramis hops. I love it. Sounds good.
Uh,
So that was the AI seminar that I went to.
That's a really convincing photo.
Crazy stuff.
Oh,
that
the
they're doing.
photo's not AI.
People use how it was obviously not like how do you make a beer with AI, but more about marketing and managing your finances and all kinds of stuff, especially leaning towards, hey, I'm an independent brewery owner. I've got 15 employees. I manage all of my scheduling and all of my budgeting with my AI.
I bring back the leaf blower guy every week. He's
back.
This is from the front now. We're getting. You might not hear that. Hopefully you won't. So at Human Robot is when John Hall did his All About Beer. Also M. Souter and Don Say did their thing.
That was Monday evening, right?
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday. I wish I would have had more time to spend with them, but that would take away from our guild time. I really think they do a great job of doing these on the fly. There was a whole host of folks that I wish I would have hung out for. I think actually the Beer Cruncher guy was at the day that I missed, or I think he was there for M. Souter's thing.
Dan?
His last name is like difficult for me to wrap my head around, and you can look it up. But Human Robot also had pothos plants, which of course delights me. And then we went to Sacred Vice. We walked down the street. The guy in the hoodie is Jeff Allworth. Jeff Allworth did a talk on fresh hops, which, I would have liked to have been in. Hopefully that's a recording that we can sort of.
I don't know if they do that.
They don't do that anymore. Hasn't done that in a while, huh?
I don't know, man. They started charging for it. They got so much pushback that I think they just said, okay, never mind, we don't record it then.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to look.
By the way, the keynote was Will Gardera, which does the unreasonable hospitality. We all got free books out of that, which is the workbook, which is like probably the follow-on to the book that you and I have read. If you read the book, there wasn't too much that wasn't covered. There were some new anecdotes, and I think hearing it in a large room and looking around and seeing what the takeaways are. I hope it's not the things he made very obvious, but it was more analyzing your process and understanding where you can outcompete pretty much everybody. Because no one, there are a lot of folks that have read that book, but I don't know that anyone has ever told me that they do this because of that book, or because of his philosophy. I think a lot of people understand it on a very high level and go, well, that sounds expensive, because they're only looking at the takeaways from is 3 the most you can get from a Michelin? Whatever.
4.
4. And the world's most recognized restaurant in the world. I don't one at once.
I mean, I've listened to plenty of podcasts about Michelin star restaurants, and getting a star can kill your business.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's the pursuit, and he goes into that. So yeah, we went to Sacred Vice, and this was like you could see albums, and they were playing albums. They had a DJ, but you got Don Say, Jeff Allworth, and John Hall. It was great to just to run into those guys.
It's an amazing picture.
And just talking to them and hanging out. Another pothos plant. More pothos. You can see I have. Here's another one. The gentleman to the far left is somebody that John knows from New Jersey or whatever. But they had spent time, and we walked from Human Robot to Sacred Vice, and they were looking at buildings, and he had a buddy and talking about this neighborhood's changing, and he basically said, look at us. We would not be walking here 10 years ago. This would be a dangerous situation for us.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? The beer knowledge here?
10 years ago?
We'd kick their ass. Yeah. And then, so like we were walking. Don actually ran, he took an Uber as the 5 of us were walking, and we had a family walking by us with their groceries, and Don sticks his head out of an Uber and just yells and scares the shit out of him as we're talking about how this used to be a rough neighborhood, and like they were like freaked out. Like, I'm like, Jesus.
Oh man.
Yeah, we apologized, of course. I was like, this is like Canadian Chinese guy just yelling out his window at us. He's up to like 30,000 something beers. So anytime I saw him, like, did you have this one? Did you have this one? Did you have this one? Yeah. So those are the kinds of interactions I like. You've got a nice picture of some guild directors from the West. Well, Mary is from
Mary
Ohio.
from Ohio.
Ohio is the west of the East Coast.
West of the East Coast, that's true. And Evie from New Mexico. We're at the Dogfish Head. They had live band karaoke in a bowling alley.
Oh, wow.
So we were bowling, and
is
that
this
was
the karaoke?
fun.
That's
It
Sam?
is indeed. That's Sam up on stage singing karaoke to everybody.
I saw he was bringing back the pain relievers. His rap thing.
Yeah. And that is what we went after.
Can you close that door?
Oh.
No? Oh, yeah. By the way, that's the scarf of the LG twins. It does have a cat on it, but
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if that shows up in the camera. No, but that's okay.
So then we went to a bar down the street after they finished their party. We got out, started walking. Let's find somewhere. And we show up at this bar, and Sam Calgione shows up and just starts handing out beers to every single person in the bar. He's like, give me 24 beers, and just starts giving them out. So that was cute.
Yeah, we went to something with John Hall, and he convinced Bierstadt to come out. And they have a lager that's called Shut Up and Drink Lager. And so they had canned them with the All About Beer logo on it. So you had to buy 2, but everyone had literally a case of beer on their table. And so that was fun, not paying for beers. Speaking of your photo, free beer here. That's in the trade show hall. Hey, you're not supposed to take trade show pictures.
Oh, no. Exhibitors cannot take pictures of other exhibitors' booths. I read the warning very carefully.
It was very much front and center. I've seen it before, but it seemed like
it's always been there, but if you're an attendee, you take all the pictures you want.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Oh, there's Josh.
And there's me and my brand new, spanking new Think
New York, New York. Nice.
Yeah, this is in a dive bar, I think.
Looks like it, yeah.
I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. This was something I missed. Puppies in the conference.
You got to play with puppies.
This is the second year I've missed this. I think they had it at the last one, right?
Oh, yeah, they did. It was so fun.
And this...
They got Virginia.
Who's the trade show? Oh, yeah, you got... both of the folks from Virginia.
And stuff, and more people from the conference and dogs.
But who's the exhibitor that does this?
The BA.
The BA does?
I don't know who did it.
Oh. Is it part of their
wait,
wellness?
no, I take it back. It is Country Malt, because I got a little doggy toy that's a pillow that has the crunchy thing on it and a squeaky inside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So thanks, Country Malt. That was so much fun.
What is this about? This unfunctional beverages? Why did you give me this picture?
That is at RAR BSG.
Yeah. There's a piece of paper that says unfunctional beverages.
Yep. They had functional beverages in the same square.
I don't know what a functional versus an unfunctional.
Unfunctional beverages. Wormwood. So it was just playing a joke on the functional beverages in the same booth. I don't know why, because they work together. But They were beers, I think. I don't remember at this point. I thought they were going to be THC beverages, but they were not.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
I was pretty sad.
There's-
And also, I did so many shots of Underberg.
Oh man, I did not do that many.
I did a lot.
I had a shot of Malort with somebody who had never had it.
Me.
No, I didn't do that.
I did a Malort shot, and I had never had it.
I didn't teleport in for that. I wasn't with you when you did it.
Maybe.
No,
Oh, okay.
it was Virginia. Jenna. There's Bart. He went through the numbers. They were down, but he went through many examples where even though the numbers are grossly down overall, not grossly, and there are huge percentages of people who are doing well. And that was the sort of
Stacy
thing.
from Virginia.
There's Jenna and Stacy.
Jenna and Stacy, yeah.
Openings are down, closings are up, but still beating a lot of service industry averages. The big tough part to be in was if you're a microbrewery, which I don't even understand. That's like a large brewery, but not multi-state. So is that all of our breweries? That are brew
No.
pubs?
I think most of our breweries fall into the tap room category.
Yeah.
Very few fall into the microbrewery category. Microbreweries still get the majority of their sales from distribution.
Okay.
So if you're
Is that Huss?
that's Huss, that's the shop, that is probably Mother Road.
Yeah, they don't get.
I mean, yeah, if you're in
But
a
maybe
tap
not.
room,
Maybe not Lumberyard because they have a restaurant that does
yeah,
a lot.
right. In a tap room brewery, you're selling 75% plus of your volume through your own channel.
Right. Gotcha.
In a microbrewery, you're selling more more than 50% through distribution,
Yeah.
or more than.
I think it gets money because that's the license name that we get.
And it applies to everything here in Arizona, so it gets a little weird, but yeah. Yeah, if you are a brewery who sells the majority of your beer through distribution and you sell probably more than 5,000 barrels, it's a tough place.
Yeah.
And we don't have many of those.
Well, that makes sense.
And
to
we
me.
know the shop is one of our breweries that would fit that category, and they're significantly up. I think double 2025 versus 2024.
Yeah.
So it's not a cut and dry rule that you're in trouble if you're that person, but it is, as an average, those
Yeah.
breweries are feeling the pinch more.
Yeah, and I would think a lot of those are southeastern breweries where they didn't have a direct-to-consumer tradition, or it was very recent.
This makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, where they were kind of, that's the only model they had. It's like, yeah, you're just a small version of Budweiser, so get cracking, man. You know, like
You can't have retail. You
do a
can't
tour, man. Like, and then
and you can't self-distribute.
yeah.
All that, yeah.
So this is the World Beer Cup. We have to mention that Day Drinker Light Lager won a silver from Pedal House. But it was nice to be able to sit next to Barrio for when they won their gold medal for Nolan's Porter, for Brown Porter.
Amazing.
And, you know, Gary we've known from forever, right?
So Gary has been a brewer. He was with Gordon Biersch for many, many years. And when they closed, he moved to Barrio. And, well, I think he retired for a couple of years. And then he moved to Barrio. Lives outside of Tucson. Just a great brewer who knows all the technical stuff.
And he had some success. I mean, they've had great success at our local Arizona awards.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they always seem to catch a medal. And like a lot of our medals in Arizona, and this point intended for this year was they're everyday beers. You can get them all the time. Like
Right.
Day Drinker, all the time. Nolan's Porter, I think mostly all the time. Like I've seen it
All the time.
but not in package necessarily.
Yes.
I'm not saying that you can't get it. I'm just saying, like, up here in Phoenix, you don't see it on the regular. You do down there. You see it.
Right. It is a year-round
Right.
beer that they package and put out all across the state.
And you got Ken was there and
Jamie.
Jamie, the
Jamie,
CEO.
the president of the Arizona Craft Brewers Guild, who has been absolutely amazing in supporting what we try to do.
Yep.
Ken, who is a longtime board member, also a member of the Brewers Association Marketing Committee.
Yep.
Does a lot to help forward the whole movement of craft beer.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of these photos are them because they were there and we were sitting right next to them. And
I was sitting in the front row.
yeah, some of these are mine, some of these are yours. The same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Oh,
a
that
lot of
didn't
people on the
work
floor.
so well.
No, I mean, like, I think I edited this down to this. I just
Bart
it's the
can't
raw-
be hugging everybody.
Yeah.
I don't want him
No.
to get sick. We need Bart.
So there's another giant pothos plant at Love
That's a
City.
significant pathos, yeah.
Yeah, they had
Pathos.
two of them. I put that on the wall. It's removable. I hope it didn't take off any paint on this distressed wall if they ever took it off.
I'm gonna bet it's fine. I wanted to. Oh, there's my face.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to. Wanted to get another tattoo while I was there, and I went to Prairie Malt's meetup on Monday.
Yeah.
However, by the time I got there, the list was already full, and they were literally using a Sharpie on the tablecloth.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was mostly employees that signed up before anyone else was allowed to come in because I got there like right away, which I get. It's their kind of big blowout. So I didn't get to have my tattoo. That was a little sad. I'm gonna get one at Barrio on Saturday.
One thing that I did that I don't think I got to do with anyone else is go to Monk's Cafe.
Oh, very nice.
Had some Cantillon. Had some. I had some Brie de la Seine. I had a Hype Breweries version of some Belgian. I thought it was pretty good. I don't remember, but Moulets and Frites.
Moulets and frites.
This is just this is the oldest continuously licensed operation in Philadelphia. McGillen's, and I always like taking these little historical things. That's the Women's Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals started here. Bart on his thing talked about, he had a sign that he talked about the birthplace of the first lager ever made in America was in Philadelphia, according to a big ass metal sign, which gives you a lot of cred. Did not see the Liberty Bell, did not go to the Independence Hall. I know some folks did. I guess you had to get crazy security to get in there. That's what I heard. Like airport level kind of security.
All right.
So anyway.
You had to have a boarding pass?
I'm like,
Well, I got to meet a lot of very kind suppliers to the industry who are interested in coming to AZ BrewCon.
right on.
I got to see a whole bunch of Arizona breweries that were there, like Starfire was there.
Yeah.
I always get Starfire and Saltfish mixed up. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's funny because like someone was talking about Jefferson Starship like last night. I'm like, I can't. The song's in my head now.
Starfire was there. 100 Mile was there. Wilderness, Huss. I'm sorry, Zonafied. Yeah, we had quite a few breweries there.
Mm-hmm.
Even small ones. That
I mean, they're
decided to-
still using the Phoenix Beer Co. Huss brand names, but they're Zonafied. But they don't really say they're Zonafied, do they? I think that's more of a thing for the future, maybe, or just
Time
a.
will tell.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like.
If they're using the same salespeople to sell all of those products, eventually they get a name. I guess.
I
mean, it's yeah,
you can DBA all day, every day.
yeah.
You don't have to use your actual.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
Yeah. Did I take that one?
I did not.
I don't know. Yeah, so I actually was very enthused about this conference. I thought it was well done. Now, a lot of that is it was smaller in size.
They moved a lot of the presentations to the expo floor, which I thought was genius.
Yeah.
They had 2 stages on the expo floor. So
Yeah.
if you're going to, they had the innovation stage and the something else stage.
Yeah.
And you are in the expo floor, which is one of the complaints that
Right.
the vendors had for a long time is,
Right.
well, you have these big sessions and you pull everyone out of the expo floor, and do they wander back here? Do they just go out in the city?
Right.
But making people go to the expo floor just to do that, I thought it was awesome.
But these are things you can do when things are scaled back.
Yeah.
You can't really do that as much.
Yeah, I mean, then they had larger venues that wouldn't fit there, but for some of the seminars, I think you always could have done that. I really like what they did.
Well, they used to have 2 separate sections in Philadelphia for the trade show. I know that because that was, and I also had been there for the Homebrew Conference, which didn't. So I've been there. This is my 3rd time at a conference there. So the scaling back does help that. That is what the California Craft Brewers Association does. They call it an expo. It's not a conference; it's an expo. So all their stuff is in that context, and it's more open to the general public. Not like pushing tickets, but they have a pathway for enthusiasts to go. So I remember they had 4 corners of things going on around the expo. So it's a thing. It's a thing that I think worked really well this year because of the size. They say, I hear, more than last year, but it's hard for us to just notionally do that. Like
No way.
The awards again was some seating, some open standing areas, some private sections.
There was like
it was in the
stairways,
terminal, so there was
yeah.
you could. Now, would you have been able to hear? And if your eyesight's not good, you might not understand what's going on with actual awards. Like you would, if you were potentially going to win an award, it would be a terrible place to watch from, unless you were superstitious, I guess.
You don't run.
But yeah, you could get a good view. I kind of wish I had spent some time taking some general crowd photos. I have a couple that maybe I'll pop into the podcast, but that was a good representation of the percentage of people who stick around, which we know is not everybody, but like I think it was pretty energetic.
Yeah.
A lot of people. It wasn't.
The beers ahead of time
Yeah.
weren't samples,
Yeah.
full pours.
Right. But I think a lot of those were the from the competition. So.
Oh, whatever, yeah. Leftover from competition, leftover from the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it weren't curated in any way. They were just like like how we have the problem. Like we just have to put a mess of beers out, and we either let people pick their own, or it's a very tedious process for people to go look.
Yes.
So yeah, that. But I mean, that's to be expected. I just went.
I think it adds to the fun.
I just went to one of the private tables and just grabbed a beer. It's like those are curated. They're kind of like, sorry, I'm just gonna take a beer. You're not gonna need 25 of these. I swear to God, you got a 10 top. They're not even here. Anyway, but next year's San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of high on that. I was kind of low on it when they announced it. I'm like kind of a little bit high. Because like now, again, it's.
Why would you be low on San Antonio?
Because I thought at that,
awesome.
Well, because that was before we were starting to understand the reduction of folks going, and I think, I think it would have it would have been different than now. That's all I'll say. Like I think more of
Uncle Bear's was skipping that CBC.
Yeah.
Our plan was to skip that CBC so that we go to Hop Harvest instead.
Yeah.
So we did skip CBC. We did not get to go to Hop Harvest.
No disrespect from me for anybody who used to go to that, and I haven't seen them this year, Arizona Breeze, but like, if you're there, these last 2 years, you're there because you have a reason to be there, and you're forward looking. Oh yeah, it's fine. We're just going to advertise.
We're wrapping up a UPS Fanatics director.
I think there might have been a lot of fluff where a brewery would bring, I don't know, if they bring 15 people and 7 of them were like, I don't know why we're here. Right.
Right. Absolutely.
So
that was Vegas, though.
Yeah, but it was probably
Denver.
It was probably other conferences that we weren't really aware of that, or it didn't diminish our experience, but it also meant like a lot of these hospitality situations and post events were just jammed.
Crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
those things did get uncomfortable. I will say the Prairie Mount one, yes, it was a smaller venue than some that we've seen. It was crazy packed.
Yeah. So we have this opportunity for a reset for Asheville, and I'm going to that, and we'll see. But San Antonio and then Columbus, and I don't know. I'll talk to you offline what I heard. So, I don't know if I'll make San Antonio. I don't know what's going on, where I'll be once my wife retires, and I'm still looking for purpose. Someone asked me if I'm looking for a job. I'm like, that sounds like a lot of work. I just want something to pursue. I want to contribute in some way.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is. Like I got,
yeah. Desert Monks, after I left Uncle Bear's, they were like, hey, do you want to bartend here? And I was like, that sounds awful. No. I want to do something, but that's not what it is.
But in the meantime, like I'm doing something. I'm just like, it's hard for me to even commit to things because I'm just, I'm busy. Like
you're doing a lot. You're helping your mom a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah. So, anyway, very enthused about the direction and the acknowledgement of what the problems are, and having, listen, like that is a pretty big keynote speaker, and I think it's well placed. I mean, we've talked about, hey, you got to look at your service, you got to look at hospitality.
When I came on, we both were of the same mindset that you had already been saying for years. Hospitality. My background as a restaurant manager for 15 plus years before I got into beer. Like the understanding that we are not just making liquid. I would say the vast majority of our breweries get that now. Unfortunately, it took a lot of pain to get there. Some of them still struggle.
There was a lot of, I got out of my industry because I don't want to read emails. I got out of this industry because, whatever. You thought it'd be less stress. It's, we got people who, are the figureheads of their company and they're not comfortable talking to people.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay if you find that figurehead who will talk instead, but the credibility of that person is immediately diminished.
Everybody that I know who works in a guild has that issue on occasion, or when they're done, they just crash out. Like that happens to me. I know that happens to you. It's tough. It's not everyone's first thing, right? So anyway, I'm enthused about, and we're 1 year closer to my 2032 number, which is when I think things will really, regular people will recognize that things are back to some degree. Now, it will not be, we have so many cool breweries that are ready to be sold to multinational companies. And no, that's not it at all. Like it was barely it back then. Like
there were 20 examples of that. Maybe 25.
Yeah.
Of the 10,000 breweries, 25 of them.
Right.
So when people make this big deal, they were like tentpole breweries that were very important in their markets or regionally or even nationally that sold.
Yeah.
But it was not a trend across the industry. It was absolutely little, the tiniest percentage of breweries that did that.
And there's nothing wrong with running a successful business for 5 or 10 years and
Selling it,
or
closing it,
Right.
or whatever you want to do with
right,
it. It's your business.
thoughtfully, doing so. Like
Creating B3.
you talk about the benefit corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing that.
Yeah.
Like there are so many ways to keep the business.
Well, and we still only know of one brewery that has done the completely employee-owned thing, which is Barrio, right? A lot of the other ones that were employee-owned have sold off, and they weren't structured, in my opinion, the way that Barrio is. Now, whether that insulates Barrio as a entity or as a problem, I don't know. Like, it was one theory, and it was complicated by the fact that the alcohol space demands certain things that other businesses don't have to do. That complicates the legal arrangement they have to have, is my understanding.
You mean like regulations? Okay.
Right. To be licensed as a brewery, you have to.
All of the owners have to be vetted through the federal system.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that can complicate the fluid nature of an employee-owned business. So, anyway, way inside baseball.
That's what we're here for, man. We did a
Well,
lot.
not in the last 1.5 minutes of the show.
The last 2 episodes, this one and the former,
Yeah.
were more about just adventuring. But people want to know this inside baseball stuff that we just got into right now. So,
Hey, my inside baseball is go to a Korean baseball game in Philly.
kimchi.
In Philly, it's the fans are mean and it's cold.
Well, sorry about the mean fans.
It was fun. I was there.
Wow.
I was there for the experience of it.
Yeah.
And do I have to go there again? No. Korean baseball, I'd go again.
Well, I am thrilled to go to Salt Lake to visit, and I saw the list of breweries that they have. It is huge. It's so many more than I've seen in the last 3 years.
I'm glad you're doing that because going to regional things like that, because I went to the Southeast Regional.
Yeah.
I went to California Craft Brewers Association conference.
I have
I've
to
been
get to that conference. Yeah.
It's a real eye opener.
There's a lot of things from the Utah event that we're incorporating to Real Wild and Woody.
That's the way it should work.
Yeah. That's why I want to get to a conference. The next one, I'm going.
Steal as much as you can.
Where
man.
is the next one? They're giving it to me for free.
Yeah.
They're like, please take this.
Yeah. Where's the next what?
Guild conference.
Guild conference. I don't know.
I'll have to go in the next 3 weeks.
Keep a streak alive. All right, I'm out of Korean
No,
beer.
because my conference is coming up soon, and I have never organized one, so I need to get there for a week and sit with the organizers, shadow someone.
You
Anyways,
might not get the same information, but it'll be an experience for sure.
yeah. Hey Rob, thanks for hanging out, man.
All right, we won't even do the byline.
Wait, let's do the sub byline.
Sometimes beer finds you.
Sometimes the Macaulay and the 100% real carbonated beer finds you.